Hello everyone. Today's sequence is designed for leg strengthening and stretching, and it will be followed by everyone's favorite inversion, that is headstand. You just need two blocks. So without further ado, let's get on to the mat.
Preparing for Utkatasana, that is chair pose, is a pose to build strength in your legs. I'm going to face the wall so that you get better view. Bring your feet together, stand in Tadasana so that inner edges of your feet are touching each other. And spread your body weight equally among your feet, that means between balls of your feet and your heels. And strongly lift the skin on your front thighs up towards your hips and adjust your pelvis or hips so that you're not tilting your pelvis towards the front or rear like this. Maintain it in neutral position. Arms at your side, straight and stretch. Maintain some distance between the fingers, but do not overstretch the fingers. Now, without moving your ribcage forward like this, while maintaining your ribcage in, move your shoulder joints back and down. Then slowly raise your arms up while maintaining your arms straight, or just observe your body weight. It's still equally spread among your feet, and then slowly bend your legs to lower your hips or trunks towards the ground. Bring your knees together, and once more just observe your body weight. It's still equally spread between the balls of your feet, toes and your heels. Your lower back is engaged to keep your back uplifted. That means you are building strength in your lower back. Also, your glutes, front and back of your legs and calves are engaged. That gives you strong and toned legs. So, for the sake of strong and toned legs, lower your hips towards the ground, a centimeter more. A deep breath, deep inhale and slow exhale. To come out of the pose, press your feet through the ground and straighten your legs. Slowly come up, arms at your side and relax. Next is Virabhadrasana 2, that is warrior pose, is a strengthening pose. Stand in Tadasana, similar to what we did as a preparation for previous asana. Bring that alignment, that which we just learned, into your Tadasana. Then bring your hands to your chest so that fingers are pointing towards each other and palms are facing towards the ground. Your elbows are roughly in line with your shoulder or slightly lower. Press your shoulder joints down towards the ground. Do not lift it towards your ears. Press them away from your ears. While maintaining this alignment, bend your legs and jump or walk your legs wide apart. Or wiggle your legs slightly to make sure you have a broader stance. Rough measurement, if your wrist is in line with your ankle, then you are having a broader stance. Alright, just for guidance, this is my right, which is same as yours. I'm mirroring this pose. And this is my left, which is same as yours. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your right foot 90 degrees to the right. Then turn your left foot in so that it's roughly 60 degrees with your right. And just watch, your right heel is in line with the arch of your left foot. Then turn your hips towards the wall in the front. Make sure your right hip and left hip are in line and they are parallel to the wall. Then while maintaining this alignment, bend your front leg and lower your trunk towards the ground without leaning towards the front or back. Maintain it in the center. Straighten your leg. Let's do it a couple of times. As a warm-up, 2. Make sure you're not tilting your pelvis towards the front. Tuck your tailbone in. Maintain your shoulder joints down. One more time. Maintain your back leg straight. Open through the back of your knee. And press the outer edge of your back foot on the ground. This time when you bend and go down, stay there. Wiggle your front leg if you have to so that your knee and ankle are in line. If this is going well, straighten your arms so that they are in line with the shoulder. Just have a look at your back arm, maintain it straight and in line with your shoulder. Then look at your front arm and gaze at your right hand. Move your shoulder joints down, tuck your tailbone in and try to lift your torso up from towards the ceiling. So you are trying to lift through your sideways up towards the ceiling, and maintaining your back leg straight and stretched so that you're opening through the back of your knee and your outer edge of your back foot is pressed on the ground. You are having a strong and toned leg. Your body weight is equally divided, or roughly 60-40, between the front leg and the back leg. To come out of the pose, press through your front feet, turn both the feet in, bring your hands to your hips, turn your left leg towards the 90 degrees to the left, turn your back foot in, roughly 60 degrees to the left, and then turn your hips in towards the wall in the front, and then bend in your left leg to lower your trunk. Maintain it in the center. Don't lean forward or back. Let's do it a couple of times before we get into the pose. Make sure your left heel is in line with the arch of your right foot. 3. One more time. Maintain, tuck your tailbone in, and when you go down, hold. Stay in the center. Maintain your back leg straight and stretch. Strongly lift your front thigh up towards your hip. Stretching your arms. Maintain both the arms in line with your shoulder. Look at your left hand. Press your shoulder joints down towards the ground. Turn your hips towards the wall in the front. Tuck your tailbone in. Place the outer edge of your back foot on the ground. Bring gentle smile on your face. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Take a deep inhale and slow exhale. Press through your front foot. Straighten the front leg. Bring both the feet in. Bring your hands to your hips. Press, bend your legs. Hands to your chest. Jump or walk back into Tadasana. Release and relax.
Next, preparing for Padangushtasana, that is big toe pose. Previous two poses were strengthening poses. Now we are doing two stretching poses. It's a pose that gives you intense stretch in your hamstrings, and we are also using it as a preparatory pose for next pose, that is Parshvottanasana. Alright, come to the mat. Keep the blocks handy and you're roughly hands distance away from the wall, this much. I will explain you in a sec why we are standing next to the wall. It's absolutely fine if you're not next to the wall. Alright, right feet are hip width apart, arms at your sides, lift your toes, spread them, straighten them towards the wall in the front, and then gently press them on the ground. Your body weight is equally spread among your feet, strong and solid foundation, similar to what we learned or did in previous two asanas. Arms at your sides, open through your chest, move your shoulder joints down, and then slowly raise your arms up while maintaining the alignment of your legs and pelvis. Your torso is upright, and then slowly bend forward and place your hands on the block next to you. Maintain your back straight and stretch. Important is to not round the back. Maintain your back straight and straight, and if possible, concave shape of your back. Just watch your heels are in line with your hips or slightly back, but you are not too far. If you are pushing your hips on the wall, just move forward. This is where the wall is useful. It's guiding for your alignment. Even if you have moved your hips forward, your body weight is equally spread between your heels, balls of your feet, and your toes. Now at this point, now when you are in the asana, you must be feeling intense stretch in your hamstring. So keep your legs straight and stretch. Open the back of your knee to feel that stretch in your hamstring. Move your shoulder joints back. If you're moving them forward or rounding your back, then move them back and lift through your sternum up towards the ceiling to get that straight and stretch back. Keep pressing through your feet, top of your thighs towards the wall behind to get that extension in your back towards the wall in the front. If this is going well, you can lower the blocks and place your hands on top of them. Watch your breath, but maintain the shape, straight and straight shape of your back even if you lower the blocks. Watch your breath. See where the breath is going. Keep your shoulder joints back. A gentle smile on your face. Last breath here. Take a deep inhale. Slow exhale. Last time. Deep inhale and move your hands on your hip, and with exhalation slowly come up. Release and relax.
Next, preparing for Parshvottanasana, that is intense side stretch pose. It's a pose that gives you intense stretch to your hamstring and calves and extension to your spine or lengthens your spine. Come to the mat, keep the blocks handy. Place your right heel against the wall and bring your right leg forward. Take a broader stance between the legs, longer distance similar to what we had for Veerbhadrasana 2, that is Warrior Pose 2. Take two blocks and place them next to your right ankle, like this. Come up, your hands to your hips, and just observe you have pressed all the edges of both the feet on the ground to have that solid foundation. Especially pay attention to the outer edge of your back foot and press it down towards the ground. Open through back of your knees and strongly lift your front thighs up towards the hips. Tuck your tailbone in. Now, while maintaining this solid foundation, strong and steady legs, turn your hips towards the wall on your right. Make them parallel towards the wall in the front. Then your torso is upright, open through your chest, shoulder joints back and down. Inhale, and with exhalation, fall forward. Strong and steady legs, and place your hands on the block. If this is too intense, then just maintain your hands on the hips. Fall forward up to the point you can and come up. It's absolutely fine if you can't go down, just go up to the point where you can come up and do a couple of repetitions of this, maybe 4 to 5, and then change the legs. If this is going well, go fall forward, place your hands on the block next to your right ankle, maintain the concave shape of your back or maintain your back straight and stretched. Extend to the sides of your waist or through lower back to get that extension in your lower back. Now when you are in the asana, just observe your outer hip or right hip is in line with your right leg or is not falling outward. Then press through all the edges of your feet again and make sure your back leg is straight and stretched and you are pressing the outer edge of your back foot on the ground. Move your shoulder joints back and lift your chest towards the ceiling. Look straight down so that your neck is in line with your spine. Breathe. Take deep inhale and slow exhale. Move your right hip back and left hip forward to bring both the sides of your ribs in line or make your both the lateral sides even. Last breath, deep inhale, slow exhale. You must be feeling the intense stretch in your hamstring and your calves and extension in your spine. Inhale and bring your hands to your hips, and with exhalation slowly come up. Turn both the feet in and change. Let's do the opposite side. Bring your right heel next to the wall. Bring your left leg forward. Take a longer stance. Press all the edges of your feet on the ground. Open through the back of your knees. Strongly lift the front thighs. Tuck your tailbone in. That solid foundation. Roll your back leg in to move your right hip further forward to make it parallel to the wall in the front. Then lift your torso up, make it upright, open through your chest, shoulder joints back. Inhale and fall forward and place your hands on the block, or what we did earlier, just go up to the point where you can and come up. Alright. Blocks on the hands on the block. Bring a gentle smile on your face. Press through all the edges of your feet. Strongly lift your front thighs up of both the legs. Press your back leg or outer edge of your back foot on the ground. Look down so that your neck is in line with your spine, and extend through the sides of your vest and the lower back to get that extension in your spine. Move your shoulder joints back. Open, lift your chest without moving your head. Inhale and slow exhale. Last 2 breaths here. Deep inhale and slow exhale. Make sure your right hip is in line with your leg and it's not falling out like this. Bring it in line with your ankle. Last inhale. When you are ready, bring your hands to your hips. Slowly come up. Turn your feet in and release and relax.
We did 2 strengthening poses and 2 stretching poses. Now it's time for inversion. We will do headstand, that is Shirshasana, followed by Shavasana. Just watch the demonstration first. So to show you the first few steps, I'm facing towards the camera, and then we will do the headstand next to the wall. Unless you are very experienced at headstand or experienced at doing headstand without a wall, I will recommend to you use a wall or do it against the wall. Come to the mat in kneeling position. Sorry, just watch the demonstration first and then we'll do it together next to the wall. Your forearms, just place your forearms on the mat or on the ground so that your shoulder joints or elbows are in line. Your forearms are parallel to each other and your palms are parallel to each other. Then interlock your fingers right up to the web. That means where 2 fingers separate each other to make firm interlock. Make sure your thumbs are not lifted up like this. Bring them in line with other fingers. Then open your palms and you are not rolling your forearms out or in. So center of your forearms is placed and pressed on the ground. Then bring crown of your head on the mat and back of your head is touching inside of your palm. Now if you see, my shoulders are dropped towards the ground. I'm exaggerating here. So press through your forearms and wrists to lift your shoulder joints away from the ground. This also helps to create space at your neck. Now, while maintaining this alignment, press through your toes and lift your knees and hips up. Alright. I will give you the same demonstration next to the wall. Either you can do with me if you are experienced, or you can watch the demonstration first and then do it. Come next to the wall. Place your hands similar to what I just explained next to the wall so that your hands are roughly just 2 fingers away, this much distance away from the wall. And open your palms. Make sure your shoulder joints and elbows are in line. Then make a firm interlock. Open your palms. Bring your thumbs down and then place your crown of your head on the ground and back of your head is touching inside of the palms. Make sure your little fingers are not curled under your head. Then press to your forearms and wrists to lift your shoulder joints up. Do not drop your shoulder joints like this down. Lift them up and then press your toes on the ground to lift your knees up and raise your hips up. Tendency for shoulder joints to drop towards the ground as your body goes up. So press again, press through your forearms and wrists and lift them up. Now while maintaining this alignment, walk your legs towards your head. If this is intense, just stay here for 10 counts, then slowly lower your legs, knees to the ground, and then once more go up for 10 more counts. Do it twice or 3 times. If this is going well, walk your legs further forward towards your head direction to bring your torso over your shoulders as much as you can. If you haven't done the headstand before, bend your left leg, keep your right leg straight and hop with your left leg. Try to bring your right leg up as high as you can. Do it for 5 times, then change. Do the same with your left leg, bend your right leg and hop with your right leg. When you finish doing it 5 times at both the side, rest for few seconds, roughly 30 seconds, and do one more set of the same. For others who are going well, there are two options to go up. Option 1, bend your left leg, keep your right leg straight, hop and go up, and then bring your left leg next to your right leg. Okay, if you are up, just stay there. I'm going to show option 2. Option 2, keep walking your both the legs further forward towards your head direction. Then bend your legs and press through your toes. Bring your knees close to your chest and then bring your soles of your feet. Then bring soles of your feet on the wall and then straighten your legs. Now when you are in asana, that is headstand, press through your forearms and wrists to lift those shoulders up. Do not let them drop like this. I'm exaggerating here to demonstrate. I'm dropping my shoulders down. So press through your forearms and wrists to lift them up. Bring both the legs together and lift your hips towards the ceiling. So do not let them drop like this towards the ground. Again, I'm exaggerating. I'm dropping them towards the ground. Lift them up towards the ceiling. Bring your rib cage in. Do not push your rib cage forward. Bring it in. Take deep breath and slow exhale. Just observe your breath. We are going to stay here for more 30 seconds to 1 minute. Just observe where the breath is going, how your body opens or expands with each breath. Seconds. With all our strength, we are going to stay here up. Last 20 seconds. Slow inhale and slow exhale. You're building strength in your shoulders, your forearms, and your wrist. So, for the sake of strong shoulders, forearms, and wrist, one more time, press through your forearms and wrist and lift those shoulders up away from the ground. Alright, to come out of the pose, slowly bend your legs to bring your knees close to the chest and then straighten your right leg and land it on the ground, followed by the left leg. Then bring your knees on the ground, walk back, go into forward virasana, spread your knees towards the outer edges of your mat and move your torso between your legs. Rest your arms on the ground, so your elbows and your forearms on the ground. Your palms are on the ground. Rest your head. This is a resting pose. So allow your shoulders to relax, allow your arms to relax. Just observe the sensation in your palms, your forearms, and your shoulders. And take this opportunity to be so strong and staying up for almost a minute. Observe your breath, see where the breath is going, how it is different to what it was when we were up. Close your eyes and feel the sensation. Last breath. When you're ready, get into downward dog. We are using downward dog here as resting pose, so it's okay to keep your legs bent. Bend your elbows slightly outwards if you want, or do not hyperextend. Allow your head to hang towards the ground. Leave your head relaxed. Take a deep breath and slow exhale. Last two breaths here. When you're ready, slowly bring your knees to the ground. Gentle smile on your face. Sit cross-legged. Release and relax. Preparing for Shavasana, keep yourself warm. This is why I'm wearing a jumper. I put a blanket on top of my mat and I will take this on top of me. If you want, feel free to take a height underneath your head. Also, roll a blanket or a bolster and take it under and place it underneath your knees if you want. Lie on your back. We'll be in Shavasana roughly for 4 minutes. Place your arms at your sides, palm facing towards the ceiling, some distance between your legs. Just pay attention to your breath. You don't have to change it. See where you feel the breath at the tip of your nose, inside your nose or throat, in your chest or abdomen. Any frown lines at your forehead, just release them or soften them. Allow your jaw to release and relax. Let your shoulders drop towards the ground. We did the leg strengthening and stretching poses. So bring your mind into your hips, upper legs, your feet, your toes, and allow them to soften and relax. See if you are holding or grouping any body part. Just release and relax them. If you are lost in thoughts, just pay attention to the thoughts itself and see what happens when you bring your mind or pay attention at the thought itself. Does it stay or does it disappear? Just observe the sound around you, maybe the sound of traffic, when neighbors are talking, kids playing around, the birds chirping. Take two deep breaths, slow inhale and slow exhale. Last time, slow inhale and slow exhale. When you're ready, slowly bring your hands to your lower front ribs. Bend your legs and bring the soles of your feet close to your hips. Turn towards your right or left based on your preference and stay there for a moment. When you are ready, slowly press your hand on the ground and come up and sit in cross-leg position. Keep your eyes closed. Take a blanket or some height underneath your buttocks to sit tall and straight. If you would like, bring your hands to your chest in Namaskar Mudra, that is prayer position, thumbs on your sternum. Take a deep breath and slow exhale. Allow your shoulders to relax. Bring your head forward. Bring gentle smile on your face. Imagine a person that you would like to dedicate your practice to and keep that face for a moment in your mind. Namaste and thank you.